At least 7 people were injured, with 1 in Sana'a. This was after Yemen's Houthi rebels reported multiple US airstrikes targeting over 40 locations across Houthi-controlled areas, including the capital Sana'a. Many provinces were affected, such as Sada, Marib, Al-Jarf. The targets included civilian homes, shops and military sites, including Sana'a International Airport and the mountainous region of Amran, where military installations are located, according to local reports. The US military's Central Command has not officially confirmed the raids, though the White House now grants authority for such strikes without pre-approval. The new air campaign follows threats from the Houthis to target ships in the Red Sea after Israel blocked aid shipments to Gaza for nearly a month. The Houthis claim at least 57 casualties from the US airstrikes, escalating tensions in the region.
شنت طيران العدوان الأمريكي الإسرائيلي عدة غارات على ضواحي مدينة صعدة مما أدى إلى استشهاد وجرح بعض المواطنين. نقول للعدو الأمريكي بأن الضرب هذا لن يثنينا عن.
Donald Trump has warned that Iran will face severe consequences if it fails to reach a nuclear deal with the US, speaking in the Oval Office. Trump said he recently sent a letter to Iran urging them to make a decision on talks or face bad things happening to the country. Trump emphasised that while his preference is to resolve the situation through diplomacy, failure to do so could lead to serious consequences. Trump pulled the US out of the 2015 nuclear deal in 2018, but now says he is open to negotiations to prevent further military escalation. Iran has rejected direct talks under current conditions, but has expressed openness to indirect discussions. Trump's comments come after he revealed in March that he had sent a letter to Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Despite his willingness for talks, the US has continued its maximum pressure strategy, imposing additional sanctions on Iran.
Iranian drones are attacking and killing Ukrainians every day. Why aren't you doing something about that?
Well, we're going to see what happens with that. I'm getting reports on that, and we're looking at a report. You're right. They make a lot of drones. Iran makes a lot of drones. They make very effective drones, too. They do very effectively at some things, but Iran is very high on my list of things to watch. And as you probably know, I sent them a letter just recently, and I said, you're going to have to make a decision one way or the other. And we're going to either have to talk and talk it out, or very bad things are going to happen. I don't want that to happen.
We have some breaking news coming in, and at least 8 Pakistani soldiers and a civilian have been killed in separate attacks near the Afghan border. According to police, the incidents occurred in the northwestern Khyber province, which borders Afghanistan. Terrorists ambushed a military convoy, killing several soldiers, while another attack targeted a civilian, resulting in their death. The attacks are believed to be linked to insurgent groups operating along the porous border. Pakistan has faced increased militant violence in recent months, with security forces intensifying operations to tackle cross-border terrorism. We head back to US President Donald Trump and new Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney described their first phone call as productive despite ongoing trade tensions. The call, which came after Carney assumed leadership of Canada's ruling Liberal Party, was focused on the ongoing trade dispute between the two nations. Carney reiterated that Canada would impose retaliatory tariffs on US goods starting April the 2nd in response to Trump's planned 25% tariffs on vehicle imports, which could severely impact Canada's car industry. Trump called the conversation extremely productive, while Carney described it as very constructive. The leaders agreed to begin comprehensive talks about a new economic and security relationship after Canada's election on April the 28th. Despite Trump's past remarks, including his suggestion that Canada should become the 51st US state, the tone of the conversation was notably cordial. Carney has vowed to impose tariffs with maximum impact as Canada responds to US levies on steel, aluminium and other goods.
We're going to end up with a very good relationship with Canada and a lot of the other countries. But we had a very good talk, the Prime Minister and myself, and I think things are going to work out very well between Canada and the United States.
I mean the same thing. It was a very cordial, substantive call. this was a call between two leaders of their respective governments, between two sovereign nations. It was a call focused on, the spirit of the call was both cordial and focused on making progress, and that's why. J'ai informé le président que mon gouvernement mettra en œuvre des contre-tarifs pour protéger les travailleurs canadiens et notre économie, à la suite de l'annonce de nouvelles mesures commerciales américaines le 2 avril.
Well, that is all that we have time for, but we will continue to bring you more of the latest breaking news from across the world.